Hi, this is Erica with Launching Legacies. We made it. We made it to day 5 of the His Face Challenge. So I don't know if you've been going through the challenge, and some of y'all like, you made it. I'm not done. And I want to say, when I say that we made it, I mean that like we looked at these concepts. Hopefully, we spent some time in devotion of it. But after looking at them, we got to look at them again, and then look at them, and then look at them again, and then look at them, and then look at them again. And so the lesson for me is still very much ongoing, and really what God is doing that I haven't actually spoken about. I'm talking about the 3 parts of the challenge, but I've left this part to myself, and actually I do feel like it's part of a private journey. Is what the Lord has been giving me every day is a place in Him that doesn't have a benefit for me. Like literally He's been revealing something about Himself that has no particular benefit to me. And it's really amazing because I'm learning a lot about them, and they're definitely very scriptural places. Like I can just rattle off a few scriptures that as soon as I get the word or the concept, I'm like, okay, yeah, this doesn't have anything to do with me, but it's true about you. And so just meditating on that and just saying like, oh my goodness, Lord, like, this is true of you. And this has been an ongoing process. What I actually call is like when I'm in the school, when I'm in God's school, scripture Deuteronomy 33:3, which is not our focus scripture, just one I'm going to mention to you because one of my favorite scriptures, talks about the Lord really loves His people. They sit at His feet and are taught of Him. That's what it says. And so like sitting at the feet of God, He gives me lessons like this. He's always like over the years given me lessons. And so I sit at His feet and He gives me a lesson, and He teaches me something that I need to know for the sake of our relationship, for just whatever. He'll just teach me stuff. And so this is one of the lessons that He's teaching me, and it has several different parts to it. And so He's like presenting this thing. He's like, no, this is just me. This is me, who I am. This is who I am. Not for your benefit. Not because it's going to bless you, not because it's make you happy and want to dance or make you do anything exciting necessarily. It's just who I am. Have you thought about this? Have you considered this part of me? Do you know me in this place? Do you realize this? Do you really believe it? If not, what's challenging your belief here? How do you know if you believe it? Or how do you know you don't? So it's super cool. Very interesting exchange with the Lord. And I'm hoping you're having your own as you go through the challenge. Like I had to go through the 3 parts of the challenge. And then after I went through the 3 parts of the challenge, then the Lord started saying, okay, let me school you. And so He started schooling me, giving me these places every day. And sometimes the places I need to go to other people and be like, what does this mean to you? Because I want to make sure I get the fullness of it. So I just ask other people for input. Like, what would that mean to you if we were looking at this part of God? And then, for some people it's perplexing. Some people it's like, well, it's just what it is. No big deal. I'm like, okay, they had that and I didn't, anyways, it just has all these things. So I don't want to ramble on, but I want to just encourage you that the process is ongoing for me. If I do a devotional, I spent some time with the matter. And then I'm still spending time with the matter as you're watching it. After you're done watching it, I'm going to be spending time with the matter. I think I've showed you my prayer wall, but I want to encourage you that many of the challenges are on the prayer wall, that I just go back to reference the scripture to say, now let me look at this, right? Like now let me look at what's next. And so I want to, in closing this challenge, get you in the place in which you recognize that if you really feel there's value in what this challenge recognizes, His face, if there's value in His face, gosh, just even say that, if there's value in His face for you, then this is a challenge for you. And I want you to go back through the scriptures. And so I've compiled just a piece of all 4 scriptures from the last previous days. And I'm ending with just like kind of this little montage of looking at these words, just these parts of the phrases. I'm going to share that with you right now. And it says, the first is, seek my face in prayer, require my presence as your greatest need. That's your greatest need. What if it's your only need? And that's Psalm 27:8. But like, what if it's your only need? Not just your greatest need. It's the solitary need that you have. And then James 2:23, and he was called the friend of God. Like, what if you were the friend of God? Like, what would need to change so that you could be the friend of God? Because look at, like, it's, I don't know, like, this translation is New King James. It says the friend of God, not a friend of God, like not one of y'all. And I know we have this song, Israel and New Breed sings this song, I am a friend of God. Yeah, but this passage on this translation is saying the friend of God, like he had one and it was Abraham. Like, so what would that mean? Like, what does the intimacy of relationship mean to be the friend of God? Really? Like, really? The next place, true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. And so there's got to be a truth, a sincerity of that friendship, right? There's got to be a sincerity of that relationship. And that's James 4:23. And then the last scripture that we talked about just the day before, just yesterday, was he who has clean hands and a pure heart. I just want to focus on that. Just the clean hands and a pure heart. The sincerity, again, the truth of how we really value God. That's what we want to get to. And we look at this big picture and we see, like, man, there may be a big place in us that's kind of been negligent to an understanding of God that we really should not neglect.